Hi, I'm Coach Grace, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be coming at you again with another requested video from one of my fave followers. And today's topic is going to be on forgiveness, not of others, but of ourselves. So, um, without further ado, let's get right into it. I don't want this to be a long video, and it can be a little bit of a heavy topic. The first thing I want to get into is forgiveness of not being perfect. A lot of times um, we can feel like, that if we're not doing things to the standards of other people or of the world, that we aren't good enough. That if we're not being the perfect mom or the standard of the world's ideal of a perfect mom or a perfect dad, or getting the perfect grades in school or in college, or if we're not that perfect employee, that we're not deserving of forgiveness. But at the same time, someone else can come and not be that perfect person, and we feel like it's okay, we can forgive them for it. We need to learn to, and I say we, me too, because sometimes I can be hard on myself as well. Know that we are perfectly imperfect. We were not put here on this earth to be perfect. We will never be perfect. We were put here to make mistakes and to learn from those mistakes. So that's the first thing that I feel like when it comes to forgiving yourself, that you really need to really go within and work on. And again, especially during these times, because a lot of us are home with our kids, we're homeschooling, we're working from home, and everything's not going to go perfect. It's just not. So we're learning a whole different way of living. So don't be so hard on yourself if things aren't going the way that you think that it should be going, or the way that somebody else thinks that it should be going. If you're doing the best you can, then you're doing good enough. The second thing, and if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I got a bad memory. So the second thing is forgiving yourself for mistakes that you made, intentionally or unintentionally. So what I mean by that is, let's just start with intentionally. There have been times in everybody's life, I'm sure, where you've done something to maybe purposely hurt someone, or you said something that has hurt someone, and you meant it at the time. Like, you meant it to intentionally get to this person or to hurt them. And later on, you may, look back, or you may have went back to that person and apologized and said to them, or said to yourself, I was wrong for that, um, but you grew from it, and you knew the next time that you saw that person, or the next time y'all got into an argument, that coming at them that way is not acceptable. And now that coming at anyone that way may not be acceptable. So if you've grown from something that you've done, don't feel bad about it, because I'm a teacher, so we like to call these things teachable moments. This is exactly what mistakes are. Mistakes are teachable moments. Whether you meant to do it or you didn't mean to do it, if you grew from it, you learned from it, you apologized, you moved on, it's made you a better person, then don't keep beating yourself up for something that somebody may have forgiven you for, and they've totally forgotten about it, but you're still beating yourself up for it. You may have made a mistake, financially, on your job. You may have meant to do it, you may not have meant to do it, but if you've grown, that person's forgiving you, that job's forgiving you, that financial situation got fixed. Move on from it. You've learned that lesson. It's time to move on. The third thing is forgiving yourself for blaming yourself for something that someone else did to you. Now, this can be a little heavy for some people because a lot of times, people have hurt us in a way that may seem, in a way that we blamed ourselves for it. And we say, oh, if we didn't go there, if we didn't do this, if we didn't say that, yeah, I'm just going to go in deep with it. If I didn't say this, maybe that person wouldn't have hit me. Or if I didn't go here, maybe I wouldn't have got molested, or maybe I wouldn't have got raped. Or, if I didn't put myself in this situation, maybe I wouldn't have caught that charge. Maybe so, maybe not, who knows? But and that person could be telling you, oh, well, if you didn't do this, that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have done this to you. I wouldn't put my hands on you had you not said this. That's not your fault. That's not your fault. You have to realize that I can say something to you all day long, but it's up to you to make the decision to put your hands on me or not. That's not my fault if you do. Was I wrong for saying it? I may have been wrong, but that doesn't warrant someone to physically touch you over words. That doesn't warrant for you to go to a party and be touched inappropriately, or be at someone's house and they touch you inappropriately. That's not your fault. So you have to forgive yourself for blaming yourself for what somebody else has done to you. And it's hard. And a lot of times, some people know where to put the blame and some people don't. But, first forgive yourself for even thinking that you put yourself in a situation where someone else acted out inappropriately. And the topic of forgiving other people, that can be a later on topic, but right now we're just talking about forgiving yourself. And so, really, lastly, the main thing that I want to say is forgive yourself for not forgiving yourself sooner. Because the sooner you forgive yourself for the things that I mentioned, and there's plenty of other things that we need to forgive ourselves for, but I'm just going to keep this video short. The sooner we forgive ourselves for not forgiving ourselves, you'll feel so much better, so much freer. The same courtesy, the same forgiveness that you give everybody else needs to be the same courtesy and forgiveness and love that you show to yourself every day. So with that said, I am going to wrap this video up because, like I said, I don't want it to be too long. And you can also do one-on-one coaching with me at you can book on www.amazinglifeco.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. Also, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment if you'd like to hear different topics or other things to talk about. And also, you can also inbox me too if you want to do one-on-one coaching. And that's pretty much it. I will catch you guys on the next video. Have an amazing day.